Hello students, welcome to video lectures on C programming. This is lecture number 8 and in this lecture I am going to explain you input and output functions used in C programming. Here we have set of input functions and output functions. Scanf function, it is input function. GetChar or getCh, these are input functions. GetX is input function. Printf, it is output function. Putchar is output function and puts is output function. Now we will see one by one. First, see output function printf. Now the printf function is a library function and it is used to send formatted output to the screen. The function prints the string inside the quotations and this function, it is present in stdio.h file. Now general syntax for printf function is printf in bracket format control string, and generally it is taken as in double quote. Then argument 1, argument 2 and so on. You can have number of arguments. You can use printf function without arguments also. Now let us see simple C program to explain printf function. Here we have C program. These two statements are preprocessors. Now here include preprocessor. First stdio.h file is included, then conio.h file is included. When we run this program and when control enters in the main function, this statement, this first statement, it is declaration statement. Three variables are declared and they are integer type variables. I, j, k, these are names of these variables. So what happens here? Three memory locations are reserved by the name I, j and k. Each memory location is of size 2 byte. When control executes this statement, float xy, this is again declaration statement. So two memory locations are reserved by the name x and y. These two memory locations are of the size, each of the size 4 byte. Then this is clear screen and then we have printf function. Printf is output function. If you see here carefully, printf in bracket in double quote output of the program \n bracket is completed, then semicolon. Now this is string. Output of the program, it is string, and \n, it is generally used for, it is new line character. So what happens here? Here this printf function has no arguments. So this control string is printed as it is on the output screen. And due to \n, after string, cursor will go to new line. Now here, next statement is I equal to 1. So what happens here? 5 is assigned to I, it is stored at the memory location of I. 2.34 is assigned to X, it is stored here. Then we have expression here, it is evaluated from right to left. So 2 star I plus 3 value is calculated and given to J. Now this value is stored at the memory location of J. Then we have next expression, this is evaluated, 2 star X is assigned to Y and that is stored at the memory location of Y. Then control goes to this statement printf. Now in bracket we have double quote. In double quote we have formatted string and two arguments j and x. Now if we see here, j equal to %d space y equal to %f. So what happens on the screen? J equal to is printed as it is, and in place of %d, value of j is printed, and y is equal to printed as it is, and in place of %f, value of x is printed. So this %d and %f are called specifiers. Now %d it is used for integer data type, and %f is used for floating data type. So if we run this program, you will get output like this. So output of the program on first line, on next line you will get j equal to 13. So this is value of j, and y equal to this, actually this is value of x, because we have used argument x in printf function. By default, 6 decimal places are printed. So this is simple use of printf function. In printf function, you can use number of arguments to print. Now next function we will go to scanf function. This scanf function, it is input function. This scanf function, it is input function. This function can be used to enter single value or any combination of numerical values and single characters or string. Now these values are entered using input device like keyboard, and the function returns the number of data items, means maybe integer, floating point, character, data types that have been entered successfully. Now if you see simple syntax for scanf function, here it is scanf function, it is present in stdio.h file, and this is control string, and then these are arguments. So you can have number of arguments. So let us see simple program. Now here we have preprocessors. When we run this program and when control enters in the main, 3 memory locations are reserved by the name I, J, and K. And then we have clear screen function and then scanf function. So when we run this program, you will see blinking screen on the blinking cursor on the black screen. Means scanf, it is asking for value of I, integer value, because here specifier is %d. This is used for integer, and we know I is of integer data type. So when we enter some integer value on the screen and we press enter button, scanf function will take that value from screen and it will assign to I, and operator here. And operator directs this value to memory location. Now detailed function of AND operator we will see later on when we study pointers in C. AND is necessary here. Then control will go here. J equal to 2 star I plus 3. So value of I is taken from memory location here. This expression is evaluated and this value is assigned to J, that is stored at the memory location of J. Now control will go to next statement, printf. Now this is control string, j equal to %d, and argument is j. So value of j is printed at the place of %d. So on the screen you will get j equal to whatever value of j. So in this way, scanf and printf functions work. Now see simple C program. Here we have first two statements that are preprocessor commands, and then main function, and then I have main program. So in that bracket, curly braces, we have statements. First statement is int ij. This is declaration statement. The next statement is also declaration statement, float xy, x comma y, clear screen, then printf. Printf function, in bracket we have string enter I and x, and this printf function it is without argument, so only enter I and x is printed on the screen. Then control will go to next statement here, and it is asking for value of integer and float simultaneously. So when we enter two values on the screen and press enter button, first value will go to I, second value will go to X, and these values will be directed towards their memory locations by using AND operators. Now cursor will come here, it will calculate value. Means 2 star I plus 5 is calculated and assigned to J and stored at the memory location of J. Then Y equal to 2 star X plus 4. So 2 star X plus 4 is calculated and assigned to Y and stored at the memory location of Y. Then we have next statement, that is printf statement. Now what happens here? This is control string. In place of percentage, value of J is printed. In place of percent %f, value of Y is printed. So if we run this program, so on the screen we got enter I and X. Now we'll give two values. So I will give 3 and 4. So first value will go to I, second value will go to X, and then we get output J equal to 11 and Y equal to 12 using printf function. Suppose I take here J equal to, I will print J twice. So J equal to, I will take percent %O. So I am printing J twice. So I will write J here again. But I have used specifier percent %O. And if we run this program, we will get now 3 and 4. So I got J is equal to 11 and J is equal to 30. So what J equal to 13, for J equal to 13, it is I got J equal to 13 due to specifier percent %O. So this percent %O is used for octal integers. So 13 is octal value of decimal 11. So percent %O is used for that value, octal value. If I use here X, and then if I run this program, I will again take same values 3, 4. So I got here J equal to 11 and J equal to B. We know this is hexadecimal value. B corresponds to 11 in decimal. So this is specifier used for percent %X is used for hexadecimal integer. Now suppose we use here, I will print like this, Y is equal to percent %E I will write, and I will print Y again. So I am printing Y, but I have used specifier percent %E here. So if we run this program, and I will give value 3 for I, and I can use any value for x. So I have entered 45.8, it is real value, and if we enter this, I got here. Now if you see output, j equal to 11 due to percent d, j equal to b due to percent x, y is equal to 95.59998 due to percent f, but here y equal to 9.560000 e plus 01. So this is number printed in exponent form. E plus 01 means into 10 raised to 1. So this is exponent form. So if we want to print real value in exponent form, you can use specifier percent %e. Now I can have here capital percent %e, and if we run here, so same, only in place of small e, capital E is used. So in this way, we can use different specifiers to print integers and floating point numbers. So this is about printf function and scanf function to enter and print values of integers and floating point numbers. Now we'll see character. So for that purpose, we will take another program. Now let us take blank program here, and suppose I declare variable char a. This is character type variable. Then I will use here clr scr, that is clear screen function. Then I will use here printf double quote enter a equal to double quote is completed, and this function is without any argument. Now scanf function, and now I have to enter character. So specifier used for character is percent %c, and now variable for character we have declared as a. And now we will printf a equal to percent %c a, and now get ch. So here I have used scanf function to enter character. Now if we run this program, you will get a equal to that, enter a equal to that string is printed as it is. Now I can take any character, and if I press enter button, R will go to character A. So, and A equal to R is printed, and it is printed due to this percent %c. Now suppose I write here a equal to percent %d, so I am printing a again, but I have used specifier percent %d. So what happens here? If we print here, suppose I enter R, we got a equal to R due to percent %c specifier, and a equal to 114 due to percent %d. Then what is this 114? Actually, this 114 is ASCII value for character R, small r. So you can enter any character. You can find its ASCII value using percent %d specifier. Now we can use this to enter string also. So if I take here str, this is identifier for string, and I will write here suppose 20, means I can enter string of 20 characters, and here simply in place of percent %c I will use %s and here str and then print here. So I will print here %s str, and suppose we run this program. So I am entering string using scanf function and specifier %s. So if we run this program, now here I can enter string. This is some string I have entered, and that is printed. That is printed. So here now suppose I enter string like this. Suppose I enter here Ram More. Then what is printed on the screen? So only Ram is printed. More is not printed. So what happens when we enter string with space between them? Means here Ram space More. Scanf function will assume that string is ended at after Ram. So it will take only Ram and it will print that. So that is the problem with scanf function for string, to print string. So this is about scanf and printf function. Now let us see different specifiers used in scanf and printf functions. So specifier here %d or %i, it is used for signed decimal integer, means for variable like int, I, j and so on. %eu, it is used for unsigned decimal integer like unsigned int I. %c, we have seen, it is used for character. %s, it is used for string. %p, it is used for pointer in hexadecimal form. %x or %X, these are used for unsigned hexadecimal number. We have seen examples. %e, it is used for floating point number in exponential format in E notation, small e notation. %E, it is used for floating point number in exponential format in capital E notation, means E plus 01 or E minus 02, like this. %f, it is used for double number in decimal format. Similarly, %g or %G used for double number in decimal format or exponential format depending on the value. Means if value is large, then it will be automatically converted into exponential form. Means suppose value is like this. Suppose values like this 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 8, 2, 9.56, like this. Then what happens? It may be printed like this 2.3589 or 36 e raised to now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 7 plus 0, 7. It may be printed automatically. So these are specifiers used in scanf and printf functions. Now next input function, it is getchar or getch and getch function. A single character can be entered into the computer using C library function getchar. This function, it is used to enter single character. The getchar returns a single character from standard input device, that is keyboard. And general syntax, this is syntax. character underscore variable is equal to getChar colon, and here there is no argument. So getChar function does not have any argument. So for example, we can have character a variable declared like this. Then we write a is equal to getChar function, means a is asking, getChar function is asking for value of character, means asking for character. Similarly, char c a is char a is equal to getch, like this. And we have putChar function. This is used to output the character or display the output on screen using this function. So putChar function is used to display the character on the output screen, that is monitor. So the putChar function is written as putChar character variable. So I can write here putChar a, means whatever value given to a, that is printed on the screen. For example, suppose answer is equal to single quote n. So what happens? N is character. This is variable, character type variable. So value of answer is n. So if we use putChar function, putChar answer, then n is printed on the screen. N is printed on the screen. So if we see here simple example, here we have program. These are preprocessor commands. When we run this program, control will enter here and memory location is reserved by the name answer. So answer is identifier or name of the character variable. Then we have clear string function, printf function. So enter the character colon, that is printed on the screen as it is because there is no argument to this function. Then answer equal to getChar function. So what happens here? getChar, it is asking for value of character from the input device. Once we enter some character, that character is assigned to variable answer and that is stored at the memory location of answer in the form of ASCII code. Then putChar will put that character on the output screen. We can also print that character using printf function and this string answer equal to %c answer. So if we see output of this program, we will get like this. So enter the character colon, this is string printed as it is, and q, that is entered value or entered character. If we press enter button, getChar function gives this q to answer, and when we use putChar function, that q is printed. So this q here printed due to putChar function. And on next line, because here we have used \n, here I have used \n before this string answer equal to. That's why cursor goes to new line and answer equal to q is printed. So in place of %c, whatever character assigned to answer, it is printed. So in this way, getChar and putChar functions work. Now next function, input function, that is getS function for strings, and output function, that is putS function for strings. The function getS receives the string from the standard input device, while putS outputs the string to the standard output device. If we see a simple program, so I have taken program here. So main function, this is character variable, name is character variable, and it is variable for string, and it can store 40 characters. So it is array of characters. Now we have clear screen. printf function. So this one will appear on the screen as it is. Now scanf %s name. So what happens here? We will enter some string, and using printf function, that string will be printed on the screen, and get ch. This is using scanf and printf function. We are taking string and printing string. What happens if suppose we enter input like this, Sachin Patil? Only Sachin is printed because once scanf function encounters space, it assumes that the string is ended, so it will take only Sachin, and that is stored in this array, and that is printed due to printf function. But if we take here another program in which we have used getS and putS function. So in place of scanf function, we have used here getS name. Name, this is argument. And we know this is this one. So what happens when control comes here? It is asking for value of means for characters string. When we enter string and enter button, that string is stored in the memory location of name, and due to putS function, that string is printed on the screen. So if we see output of this, you will get like this. So enter name Sachin Patil. Sachin Patil is printed as it is. So here this space is also taken, and this space is also considered as a character. So this is string of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 characters. So here 12 characters are printed. Actually, there are 13 characters in this string, but that we will discuss when we will discuss arrays and pointers. So getS and putS function, they take string properly and print string properly, while scanf function may not printf function and scanf function may not take that string properly if there is space between two words. So in this way, getS and putS functions work. Now in next lecture, we will study formatted input and output functions. Formatted input and outputs. If you like my lecture, I request you to subscribe my channel. Also press like button and bell icon. If you have already subscribed my channel, there is no need to subscribe again. So here, this is end of lecture number 8. Thanks very much.